everybody, and welcome back. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. I definitely am. Well, this week's topic is talking about questions that military spouses get. Some of the strangest questions, or I would like to consider them interesting questions. Now, one of the reasons why I chose to use military spouses and families as my platform, it was basically a no-brainer. And the reason being is because who better to talk about what military spouses go through than our own, ourselves. I live the life every day. So I've been married into the whole military lifestyle for about 14 years now, 13 years-ish, something like that. So I think I kind of have a little bit of an idea of some of the things that we go through. So one of the biggest questions asked, I kind of narrowed it down to top 3 because we, as military spouses, do get asked a lot of questions like all the time. I'm sure you guys know or have been there with some of the crazy questions that we get. So, is your husband a drill sergeant at home? He's totally a drill sergeant at home. Like, he just doesn't turn it off. Ever. Go clean your room. That's an order. I want dinner ready in like 1,300 hours. No, people. He's not a drill sergeant at home. That is his job. His job is to be a certain way at work. And then for the most part, they turn it off. They're normal guys, you know. They go to work, they put on their uniforms, and they do their job. And then they come home and they're dad or husband and friend, you know. They're normal. I don't know what else to say. They're not a drill sergeant at home. And then he's at home and it's, you know, hey babe, what's up? How's it going? How's that? Next question. Can you visit your husband on deployment for the holidays? No. I wish I could go visit him. That would be lovely. But, no, we can't always go and visit them. Practically never. No, we can't go home and see them. If they're in combat zones or they're in areas where we cannot go, then we can't just pack our bags and I'm heading to where he's going. We're going. Let's go, kids. It doesn't work that way. You have to pretty much stay home during the entire duration of the deployment. All the branches. My husband's in the Navy, so obviously unless I'm row your boat, unless I'm like rowing to see him on the sea, no, I can't, you know, go to the ship and, you know, visit him. I can't do that. No, they cannot come home on deployments and you cannot go to them during deployments. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. I wish we could, but we can't. And the last question, the biggest question I get asked every day, all the time, is how do you do it? How do you do it? Like, I couldn't do it. There's no way I could do what you do. There's just no way. I could never. How do we do it? There is no real answer for that. What I mainly tell people is it takes a strong woman to be able to deal with the things that we deal with as military spouses. And we're just strong women, period. Not to say that no one else is strong, but we just have to be strong because we don't have a choice. You can't help who you fall in love with. You can't help what jobs that they do. So if he's gone and that's his part of his life and him being on deployment, then that's just something as a family that we have to deal with, and we support him no matter what. That's just part of the lifestyle. I think I consider it, you know, an adventure. When we first got married, that's what we literally said. We're gonna make this life together an adventure, no matter what. Yes, there's gonna be ups and downs, but who doesn't go through ups and downs in marriages and relationships? We all do. But I do it by like this. I deal with it by staying busy. Staying busy, working helps. Want to keep yourself busy. You stay strong. At least it's not back like in the day, like a few years, I'd say 10 years ago or so. Like now he can call me from the ship sometimes. We have email, you can Skype, you know, there's so much better options than back in the day when these people couldn't talk to their spouses at all. Like they had to write letters and that's it. And we were one of those couples. We were kind of like on the borderline of when technology was starting to, I myself sound really old right now. I'm not that old. But we sent letters. Like when he was in boot camp, we sent letters. I still have all of those letters today. Like that was so many years ago, and I still have all the letters that he wrote me today and everything he's ever sent me. It's a little romantic, right? I consider my life an adventure. We really have had a blast. One of the #1 comments that I get all the time. I don't think people mean any harm. I really do. It's just one of those things where people have to think before they speak kind of thing, you know? I feel so sorry for you. Why do you feel sorry for me? Don't cry for me, Argentina. Because I'm fine, you know? Most military spouses were fine. Joined the military. It wasn't like I signed up to marry a military man. It had nothing to do with that. This is who I married, and that's the job that he chose. And the little thing I say back to people when I get that comment, a little, not in a mean way, a super nice way, is, you know, you shouldn't feel sorry for me. I've traveled the country. I've lived in 5 states. We go on vacations all the time. My life has never been routine, and I love that. So if that's feeling sorry for me, then okay. And that's pretty much all I say to people. And that's kind of gets them to just get quiet, you know. If you want to help military spouses, donate to some of the organizations that actually help the military families, and just be there. Be a good friend. I think that's the #1 important thing. I hope you tune in next week for new topics as we discuss something new and fun every week. There's something always going on in my life. It's never the same, that's for sure. Always something going on. See you next week. Bye.